Check. What's up, everyone? Today we're going to do just a chill draw stream tonight. Talk about what's going on in 2025. And we're just kind of a silly goose time. That's what we're going to do tonight. So let's post on the Twitters. And yeah, we're just going to get into this. Like, I want to just get into the drawing. So who knows? Maybe we have 0 people show up. That's fine, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to get work done. Also, all the books behind me will be getting shipped out on Monday. Guys, it was just one thing after the next this week. I just could not get a break. This week it was just one thing after the next. Drew Down Art, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, this was already a hectic week at work, and then I was like, all right, like, I need to get these. And then I messaged the post office like, hey, they never want to come to my house to pick up these books. And so I'm like, okay, fine, like, whatever, typical answer from you guys, so don't worry, I'll just do what I normally do and drop them off myself. So then what happens is that the next day my stove freaking breaks. So I'm like, all right, I've got to get a new stove so my family can effing eat. So have to go get a new stove, spend some money that we don't want to. And then the next day my Kickstarter gets declined. They're like, you can't use Kickstarter. And I'm like, okay, that sucks. And then the next day, my wife's like, hey, I think our dishwasher's broken. And I'm like, ah! But I fixed that. So, yeah, it's just been a hectic week. And then I'm like, oh, frick, like, I still have comics to draw. This is the first night I've been able to just chillax. And then, but I have, like, all these freaking boxes, behind me of orders that I need to get out. What's up, Colin? So excited to get those out. I'm sure there's people who are looking at their tracking like, where the frick is my book? Like, when is this gonna happen? If it's not one thing and another, I'm hard to hear that. It's all good, man. Like, it happens. I'm a professional problem solver at work, so these things happen, and you just gotta roll with the punches. All right, Colin's drawing comics too. That's sick, guys. It looks like I love it. I love hearing that we're all drawing comics. Okay, you know what I'm realizing? I don't think that Erwin drew. Got all this frick comics. Can't get anything. I don't know I don't know if Colin. I shouldn't use that one. I don't know if Erwin drew this particular jail cell the same way he did in chapter 2, so I might need to open this up. It's completely different. Completely different looking jail cell. So we're gonna have to work on that background today. Fun. All right. How's everyone's 2025 going so far, though? Like, that's how mine's been so far. This first week has been gnarly. Hopefully, like, hey, thanks. This isn't my art. This is Erwin's art, but I appreciate that. You'll see more of my art later this year. But yeah, I'm hoping to launch our next. I was hoping to launch our next book next week. It's just not happening. Kickstarter and I are playing a little game of who knows the terms of service better, me or them. Right now, it's me. And they're being assholes. So, luckily, I talked with another creator who's got a good relationship with Kickstarter. I was like, yo, who do I talk to get this problem fixed? And they're like, oh, this person. So, hopefully, we'll get that sorted. It's been a rough start for me too. Just got to stay positive and keep moving forward. 100%. Colin, so far in 2025, I broke my readers' hopes and dreams with my issue of Emerald Man, where I completely turned everything upside down. Doozies have been laid. Well, hey, like that's always good to like excite your readers and do that. That's awesome. Where can people read Emerald Man? You can read on Global Comics. I don't know if I can drop a link. You can't drop links, but guys, go search up Emerald Man on Global Comics. I know I will after this stream. Yeah, we're going to have to fix all of this. Jeez Louise. Alright. It's okay. You know, that's my bad for not checking. That's like what you gotta deal with sometimes when if you hire out an artist. If you don't do your due diligence like I did, and you see like inconsistencies, like it's on you to point them out and fix them. And we finished this chapter forever ago. So at this point, for me to go, yo, Erwin, he'll be like, dude, I already drew that forever ago. So you coloring his art then, or at least shading it? Just doing gray tones. So I do the gray tones for all the books that I work on. One day I will hire this out to someone, but that would mean we have the money to do that. And right now it's just more cost effective for me to trade my time in order and to do this. Plus, I actually like it. Like, it makes me feel like a lot closer to the book. It makes me feel like, oh, like I have like a lot more control over what's happening. And I mean, since I draw the thumbnails, it's always nice for me to be the one that like completes the page. Like I started the page, then I'm the one that quote unquote completes it. It's a Thursday, man. Normally we stream on Mondays. But I'm like, I was like, I'm gonna be drawing all night. Might as well just like hang out with some people. Like, Colin, you still drawing? Drew down, you still drawing? I'm old fashioned. I like writing and drawing my own stuff. Unified direction. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. I mean, that's how I am with The Girl with the Mega Fist, which is the book that's in almost all those packages. Like, I'm the one who does all the art from beginning, middle, and end. That's my art. But, you know, I want to tell more stories. I wanted to tell more stories, and so the only way to tell more stories is you have to hire out. And so I found some really good artists that I can work with consistently on various projects. What's up, Poor Jamal? How you doing? Just drawing, man. Just trying to get work done. Like, what's crazy is I just got it. Like, I have all these books behind me that are getting shipped. That's Girl with the Mega Fist. I just got a notification that Bullet Assassin 2 is on its way from the printer, so then I'm gonna have to fulfill that. And then I should have this done pretty soon as well. So probably by like mid-February, hopefully we'll have, depending on how fast I can get this done, we'll have fulfilled 3 campaigns. does this dude have? Assuming gray. Sexy rocks. Is this what I've been using? Let's check. Nope. Completely different background. How do you balance running the indie comic business? You got a lot on your plate. Oh, dude, I've got so much on my plate. I'm constantly behind on everything. Like, how am I running my indie comic business? Poorly. That's probably the best answer. Poorly. So it's just really deciding like what's important and what's not. So for me, the most important thing always is the books, because that's the thing that I enjoy the most doing, is making the books. And so that's number one. Am I making sure that I make time to put out the books? The second thing then is, okay, the second important thing to me is are there people reading the books? Like that's super important to me. So then I go, okay, how do I make sure that I'm making that happen, you know? And in order to do that, I'm like, okay, I need to do more advertising. So I need to, focus on my newsletter. I need to be live streaming sometimes. I need to, what else do I need to work on YouTube videos. Like right now, I don't do a lot of like pre-recorded videos on Draw and Talk, but I have a second channel that I do that I don't tell anyone about. It's a secret. If you can find it, congratulations. And I have an editor. For that channel. Oh, we are struggling with the lines. What is happening? Well, these are not doing the things that we want. What the F? Is there like a setting that I've picked? Oh, shoot, man. It's like they've updated it? My drawing program's been updated and I didn't even know about it? I don't know how I feel about this update, but okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so I have another channel that I've been slowly making videos on. The kids, like we've been working on the January videos, so more videos will be posted on that. And so yeah, it's just okay, like making sure, okay, make sure Tyler, you post this many videos a week. Okay, now make sure that you have enough time to make the books, because those are the most important. Okay, make sure that you're fulfilling your Kickstarters, and it's just time management. Honestly, that's really all that it comes down to is time management. So, like for you, if you're like, I want to draw a second series. For me, like right now, I can't draw a second series. I would love to be the one who's drawing a second series, but like currently, I don't have time to draw a second series. So I've got to hire out Tommy. I've got to hire out Erwin. I don't know how I feel about this update, but that feature is kind of nice. Where's my now brush effects? Dakari the Professor, hello Tyler and my fellow Drawn Talk friends. How you guys doing? Tyler broke it. Yeah, I know, seriously. By the way, guys, once again, if you haven't seen this, oh, where's the chat on this? There we go. This is all your books. This is all your Growth the Megafist books right here. Just need to get them sent to the post office next Monday. That's what we'll be doing. Dakari, have you read Growth the Megafist yet? Like, did you see yourself in the book? Don't be asking me these questions. Sketchsar. Yeah, you have you should have a package in there. This isn't my art style. This is not my art. This is my artist Erwin's art. I just gray tone over his stuff. So I do the layout. He then draws the line art, and then I do the gray tones. All right, so now we've got to fix the consistency of this quote-unquote jail cell. Because it is not. This is not how it was supposed to. This is not how it looked in number 2. So I just want it to be, somewhat consistent. What is your favorite part of writing comics? Oh, dude, like, what's my favorite part? I mean, the idea stage is really fun, we just gotta break this. We just gotta break it. Just gotta break the line art. Like I really like coming up with the new ideas, and then I get excited during the thumbnail stage, like, because then that's where I'm getting to put all of my ideas on paper. I'm like, oh yeah, like this is how the story is gonna go. And then after that, it's really cool getting the pages back from like Erwin and whatnot, and being like, oh snaps, like you drew exactly like how I envisioned it. Shit, it's not even a straight line. Yeah, conceptualization. Yeah, Mr. X threw it. Said it, nailed it right on the head. It's the conceptualization's fun. But then as well, you know, I like also just I like moments like these, like where I'm just, you know, working on it and I'm seeing everything, quote unquote, come alive. Um, I love you know, I love the lettering stage, because that's when I've got it's like the final moments I have with the book where I get to, like, you know, potentially change certain elements or see certain elements of the book finally come alive. Um, all right, now how does the bars look? How are the bars supposed to be? Colin says my favorite part is the actual writing itself. Hey, that's fair, man. I don't actually write my comics. Like, I don't do any writing. I don't do any scripting. Okay. Colin says I do scripting, then a storyboard thumbnail, then I draw it out. It's the scripting part for me, and man, I'm just like, this is taking too long. Let me freaking just draw. Alright, I have an idea for this. I don't like this. We got Mrs. H in the house. Evening all. Making an apron outfit for my robot man. Love it. I do scripting so I can try to iron out my any writing mistakes before I start drawing. Yeah, that's fair, man. This is an example of just a panel gone wrong. This is a panel that has gone completely wrong from both, like, my layout. Oh no, my layout's kind of addressed it. Here's what I sent Erwin, and then this is what we got back. you know? So very accurate. The problem, it was the execution of the bars. That didn't go well. On the art side, I didn't catch it. That's my fault. So what we're gonna do, like every artist does, is we're gonna attempt to hide our mistakes. You can either hide your mistakes in the inking section, the coloring, or the lettering. So for this, we're gonna hide it in hide the problems in the lettering section. So this is what we'll do is we'll have, because like this is all wrong. So what we'll do is we'll put, you know, something right here, and then maybe like something right here. That way it like somewhat distracts from the wrong that we did. I'm a dummy. You're not a dummy for redrawing the page. I just don't want to ask Erwin to draw a page that he drew 8 months ago and be like, yo, can you find this file and do it again? I'm actually gonna save this like this. All right, now let's get to this page. Hiding with lettering like when the council has no heads. Yeah, exactly. That's some lore right there. Heads are always optional. Sorry, I'm a dummy that would just redraw the page. I think I already read that comment. Oh yeah, I did. Because then I said like that's what we would do, ideally, had I not. Like I've had the art for this book for like probably like 6 months. Like I already have the line art completed for Super Plumber Sisters 4. We have all the covers, we have everything. We're just waiting to release them all. We are snowed in like crazy where I live. We got delicate art in the house, guys. Hey, you got more snow than I have in Utah. guys, hopefully I can, if you guys are new listening, if you didn't know, I'm currently at war with Kickstarter. We're not friends right now. They won't let me put out My Sexy Witch Academia because they're like, you're breaking our terms of service. And I'm like, I know your terms of service better than you do. And I send them like the page and I'm like, check this out. And they go, okay, that's fair. You're absolutely right. I went, sweet. They go, but we would like to see you update your previous campaigns. And I'm like, okay, well, I did an update like 3 days ago on all my campaigns. Like that's pretty recent. And they're like, that's true. They're like, that's true. You're doing a great job. We're still not gonna let you launch your project yet. And I'm like, what? So currently at war, kind of sucks. Hopefully we can win. Didn't you go through this with them last year? 100%. Like, I don't know, like, why I am constantly going through this with them. I did reach out to a very established creator that I know, and I was like, hey, like, I'm going through this. Do you have any pointers? And he was like, oh, here's an email of someone you can reach. And then he was like, I had the same problem as well a couple days ago. So I was like, okay, so this happens. You know, they're like, it's like, listen, if you're gonna have and you know, the dispute was like, can you run multiple campaigns? And according to their terms of service, if you are a comic book creator on Kickstarter, you are allowed to run multiple campaigns. You are allowed to run multiple campaigns and have up to 6 unfulfilled campaigns if you have done a minimum of 4 fulfilled campaigns. So I'm like, okay, so you have to do at least 4 fulfilled campaigns to be considered an established creator that can then run up to 6 unfulfilled campaigns. And when I tell them, I go, hey, listen, I've done 13 fully fulfilled campaigns. 13. Triple the amount that you're saying I have to do on a minimum. And I only have 2 unfulfilled campaigns. 2. Not 4, not 6, like your max. 2. And all it was, yep, you are absolutely right. We're still gonna say no. I'm like, what the heck? Like, it drives me crazy. I'm like, listen, if you're gonna have this rule, have it and stick with it. Just so you know, I'm borrowing the chef's logo. I'm not doing anything with it. If you want me to send it to you, I'll see if I can find it. Or maybe I sent it to you like once upon a time. Like, for me, after 2 failed attempts to put that book out, I've given up. What I've come to believe is that I don't have it in me to create a superhero story. Like, I just don't enjoy that kind of storytelling. I don't know why. That's true. I agree with you, Mr. X. And I think it's just, for me, I honestly think it's just a mindset thing. I mean, like, for example, let's be real. Like, the girl with the mega fist is a superhero story. Like, Eliana and Angel are superheroes. They are 100% superheroes. Okay, so when I said dino zombies, when I got the initial designs, I was like, these are sick. And then every time I have to gray tone them, I'm like, I hate these with a passion. Ty, send me chefs whenever. I will have fun with it. Yeah, let me see if I can find the logo. It might be on that old computer over there. Mr. X, they are, but do Eliana and Angel call themselves that, or is it just something Earthlings call them? The way they've carried themselves is more of an extension of how they've always been, not so much super, except to an outsider who has no idea how celestial energy works. Yeah, we're gonna explore all of that, like how humans like relate to them, how they see them. We're gonna get into all of that in the next volume. Why is this over here? Oh, I've got these ones too. Jeez Louise. Holland says, what do you think the key to your success so far has been in your comics? What sells them? Well, honestly, I think it's the characters. Like, I don't know. So like, if I'm straight up, and I always want to be straight up, like, the comics do well on Kickstarter. And that's like a really important distinction to make. Like, the comics do well on Kickstarter. That's their first point of contact with the public, is Kickstarter. And so they do quote unquote well on Kickstarter. Like I've said this before, the data says that if you can break like 10K, you're in like the top like 10% of creators. So I've been able to do that multiple times at this point. So we'll see. I'm always like shocked and blessed at what the results we get with Kickstarter. But let's just I want to have some heavy contrast here. That is her arm. But I don't know, like, necessarily, like, maybe what they would do if I put them on Amazon. You know, I don't know that. Like, they just might be successful for the quote-unquote Kickstarter audience. which is very skewed to have, they like, Kickstarter audience likes female focused books and sexy characters. That's what their organic audience likes. And for me, I don't like the porn or like those like super sexual books. Like my Sexy Witch Academia is the only one that kind of really plays into that stuff, and I'm always having to be reminded by my artist Tommy to like put more sexy stuff in there, because he's like, dude, like, this is supposed to be a sexy book, like there's nothing sexy about this chapter. And so because like it's like the sexual stuff is never in my forefront, and I picked the title of that book because I knew it was catchy. I was like, this is going to be catchy and I know this is going to do well, not realizing like the repercussions of it were that it set a certain expectation for readers. And so if you're ever like, oh yeah, there's like this super sexual thing, it's like, or like, oh, they're talking and they're naked, it's because Tommy was like, hey, like they're in their bedroom, they're discussing like what's going on, or like what's the next thing that they need to do to push the story forward. I'm just gonna have them talking in their underwear, and I just say, okay, that, like, do it, because like he's right. I've set a precedent on this book, and I need to honor it. And also, I think he likes drawing boobs. But like when I run the Kickstarter for the whole, when I run the Kickstarter for the whole the volume 1, I am gonna make 2 versions. I'm gonna make a normal version, and then a safe for work version that like has everything censored. Because like I do believe that the story is good and it's fun, and I want people to not just be like, oh, like this is just a titty book. I want to be like, no, like this is, I really believe in the story that I'm telling with these characters, and here's a safe for work version, because I don't believe that you need all of those things for this story to be quote unquote good. If you don't like drawing, writing, that stuff, I understand trying to appeal to an audience while I continue. Well, it's just with that series. And there's a lot of, the context for that particular book was the fact that I made it in a time where I was like super desperate for money, and I wanted to do an experiment on Kickstarter. Like, can you make a brand new account? Can you make a brand new Kickstarter account, do a book that's like that, and then it fund? And I didn't tell anyone that I made that book, and it funded in 24 hours without me telling anyone. And then after that, I told everyone, and then it funded even more. So so like it's one of those books where like I really like the characters. I like writing the book a lot. And so I want to finish the story that I created, because I really like the story. I need to find a non-spoiler page real quick. Hold on. I can work on, because I was just like, oh shit, I can't show that. It's a spoiler page. let's see how fast we can do this. It's 9:30. If I can do 4 pages today, 4 pages tonight. Man, I could blast through this weekend, honestly. If I can get these 4 pages done, so let's do this. Gotta get this book out to Sketchosaur. I only do half a page at night usually. If it's like for me, like it just depends on what I'm doing. If it's like if I wasn't streaming, I probably would have had a lot more work done. You know, but you know, you're looking at the stream, you're chatting, you're just going a little slower. But I'm typically a pretty fast artist. I need to learn how to slow down. I am amped though to get back to drawing Girl with the Mega Fist. I have a new character I'm excited to draw. It's gonna be sick. I think people are gonna like her. I hope people are gonna like her. Mr. X. Oh, yeah, she's a new ongoing character. She's human. What's up, Eric? She's human, and she's basically like the quote unquote oracle for the heroes on Earth. And so if you read like the ending of Volume 4, you don't hear her name. Her name isn't in it, but like the organization that she is a part of is mentioned at the end of Volume 4. Guys, Eric has like such an awesome like Bold Assassin cover. I can't wait to show it off. Actually, if you're a Bold Assassin 2 backer, if you checked your update, I showcased his cover on there. Yeah, this jazz is wild. It's time to suplex this stream. I'll have to pull it up before work tomorrow then. New character, let's go, yeah. Yeah, she's gonna be fun to write. I'm excited. I think people are gonna like her. Gotta finish the backside. I've been drawing mermaids. No, you're good, man. You're good. I'm not launching that campaign for a while, so you're good. I've got to launch My Sexy Witch Academia and Super Plumber Sisters 4, but before I do Bold Assassin 3. So you've got plenty of time. I've drawn my fair share of Mermaid and Emerald Man. They're not nice though. Alright, let's see. Eric, is the mermaids is this the mermaid? Is that for issue 1 or 2? I can't remember if you guys have already dropped chapter issue 1 already. Were you the colorist, Eric, or was it someone else? I don't remember. I don't even remember who the original colorist was. Yeah, that's rough. A change of team midway. It's like, oh man, like I thought we had this locked down, and yeah, that can be frustrating. Probably is frustrating. If this was here, he'd be like pissed. He'd be like, dude, use the effing lasso tool. I hate the lasso tool. I think I choose at this point not to use the lasso tool purely in spite of Ichthys. Nah, it was Frederico. Then I had to draw the book for Drunk 3PO so I could get paid bills, but it's almost done and looking great. So are you doing the colors then? So yeah, like are you doing the colors then for Mermaid then at this point? What if the real colorist was the Tyler sent you a reminder in a DM? Oh, shit. Let's see. What if the real colorist was the friends we made along the way? No, it's Big Boy Bravo. He's fantastic. Oh shit, Sketchosaur, okay. Okay. That puts me on a timeline. That's not a bad thing. If you get it, alright, we'll figure this out, man. What if the colorists were the friends we met along the way? No, that's cool, by the way, Eric, that, like, you gotta work on that book with Drunk 3PO. I think that's awesome. I think it's cool that you guys used Ripasand. Like, one of, like, the first, like, books to use Ripasand, get to experience that. You have, like, first-hand experience on, like, the ins and outs of that. I think the sucky thing is just been, like, there's so many people... I've always understood the whole, like, let's shit on the mainstream. to get like clicks and views. Like I've understood that like model. I've never really liked it, but I've understood it. But now like this new model of like, what if I shit on other like indie creators? Like, to me, that's new and wild. Like, seeing your boy Zach like post the stuff that he did about that book, I was like, dude, just like, what's happening? The mainstream isn't even fun to rip apart anymore. It's just sad. I mean, yeah, and I think that's what sucks is like the mainstream isn't fun anymore to rip apart. So now like now what has to be done is ripping other indie creators, and all I don't get that. Like, once again, I've always understood the mainstream part. I've never like particularly liked it, but I've understood it. But going after other indie creators, that's what I'm just like, what the heck? Also, just found a problem there. It's like, dude, these are people trying to put like, I don't know, it's just different. Like you have a mega, like, it's one thing to shit on a mega corporation that's got millions of dollars that are doing really shitty stuff. That's one thing. And then when you have indie creators who are like trying to, you know, navigate through the internet, make their mark, make a book. God forbid they do a book that like all some people buy, and then for it to be criticized, it's like, dude, like, some like this money is feeding families, and I don't know, like when the whole your boy Zach thing, like him like using the AI covers, like, look at me, I'm just gonna do AI covers to make fun of this shit. It's like, really, this is where we're at? I don't know. Wait, what did Zach say? Basically, your boy Zach put like a community post on YouTube just shitting on Drunk 3PO's book. Travis Gibb, dude, Travis is lurking. What's up, Travis? Travis says the mainstream is fine. You guys just don't read enough books. I can agree with that. That's why I don't shit on it. I shit on some things, but I'll never shit on like it as a whole, because I'm with you. I think it's fine, in all ends. And also there's plenty of good books to find. People just aren't finding them. Let's see. Eliza Bar, you apparently missed when Dave Sims was briefly part of Comicsgate before getting run off by Puritans. Indies pooping on indies was baked in at the start. That's fair. That sucks. Vegs Bacon, perhaps it's jealousy, misery. They need to seek forgiveness or something. Master Panda, yo, what's up? What's going on, Tyler? I swear I'm always late to your streams now. This was like an impromptu stream. I was like already planning on doing a lot of drawing tonight, and I was like, let me just get this going. Eric says pathetic, not a growth model. The Ripa people have been nothing but charitable and easy to work with. I've met their fans and it's all love, genuine. The Ripa was great. It's not crowdfunding though. Books have to be ready to print. They did the editing for me, which is great. That's cool. At the end of the day, guys, like, we're just trying to make we're just trying to make comics, and like, I don't know. Apparently that's not enough for some people. use this image thing that I have. Zach ripped on my book. Well, F that guy then. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you knew that, Eric. My bad. Now I feel like an ass. I thought you knew. My bad. But once again, it's not a growth model. Because now you're just attacking. If you attack other indie creators, you're just making everyone who's like down for the indie scene to be like, wait, what? Like, what the F? Really? This is what we're doing? How do you motivate yourself to draw? Whenever I draw, I try to be perfect, and if I have one imperfection, I give up drawing for days. Well, so I tell myself that, like, I've just got to get this book out. So if it's imperfect, and I've got to move on. Like, that's the honest to God secret. I'm like, I've got to get this book out. Like, we're going to finish this. What is this, man? But yeah, like, we've got to finish this. And so, I mean, there's this great video, if you haven't watched it, go on Jake Parker's YouTube, and it's called Finish Not Perfect. And I have honestly, like, taken that mantra, like finish not perfect. Like, if I finish something, I am closer to being done than the person who's waiting for it, I have more work done because I put out something rather than waiting for it to look perfect. Because here's the thing, there's this like kind of like metaphor. I don't know what you call it, like parable. No, what am I talking about? It's an actual study that they found. What the study was they had a bunch of students making pottery, and they had one controlled group, and those people were told to make were said, you have 20 days or something to make one pot. 20 days to make one pot. And the other group was told they had 20 days and they had to make, and they could make as many pots as they needed to, but at the end of the day, they wanted to see who makes the better pot. But so like one group was only allowed to make one pot for those 20 days. The other group was allowed to make as many pots as they could, and on the final day they were judged. And what they found is the group that had the better pot was the group that had spent more time, the group that had made the most pots. That was the group that did the best. The group that did the best was the group that made more pots. Not the group who spent the full 20 days making one pot. No, it was the group that had done. So the point is, it's like, you gotta just do a bunch of reps. You just gotta do a bunch of reps, keep going, finish. Lesbar, you can chain yourself to a desk and give your editor the key to the shackles. That's how you motivate yourself. Massive, yeah, sucks looking at the work that you know you should probably be adjusted, but being a perfectionist will slow you down. Chronicles, I wish I had that kind of motivation. I just can't get past the imperfect, and it destroys my motivation even when it's a sketch. Yeah, I mean, that mindset is gonna change everything for you. That's something that you're gonna have to figure out, and that's honestly a big reason why sometimes I'll get like a lot of flack, is because I'm one of those, like, they're like, oh, this is just like that marketing sales guru, bro. But like, honest to God, I honestly believe in a lot of that mindset stuff, and this is why. So I'm currently running a marketing company. Okay, we need to get clients. Like, I need to get clients for this company, and it's putting me in like really it's putting me in like situations where I'm like, this is like kind of uncomfortable. So like, for example, I went to some random business like the last week before Christmas and was like, yo, I think my business could help you like make a lot more money. And I'm like, do you have this problem? They say yes. I'm like, I know how to fix it. And then I go, sweet, hey, the manager of this company, the owner, is coming in next week. I'll set up a meeting. I'm like, sweet. We set up the meeting, and we're talking to this owner back and forth, and he's like super interested. He's like, yeah, like, if you can actually do that, let's work together. And I go, sweet. We send him the prospectus. We go back and forth in email, and he just stops emailing me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought we had something going on. Call the manager, Cam. I'm like, yo, Cam, like, what's up with Bamal, the owner? He goes, oh, Bamal's in California. He's actually talking to some other marketing firms. And I'm like, what? Like, what a fucking hoe. Like, you're gonna talk to other marketing firms after we just did this great pitch? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's fine, no problem. We hang up. Today, I'm pissed. I'm like, man, like I'm awesome. My team is awesome. So I grabbed Chance, who's my videographer, and Chance is like, what are you doing? And I was just like, grab that camera. We're going over to Babal's business, and he's in California right now, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to tell the manager we're making a free video. We're going to film that video. We're going to come back. You and I are going to edit that video. We're going to edit 2 videos, send it to Bamal, and be like, yo, we don't use these companies in California and Florida. Use us. We're down the street. I came and shot a video in 10 minutes. It looks sexy. Here you go. So walked in. Cam was like, yo, what are you guys doing? I was like, I'm here to film a fucking free video, Cam. And he goes, he's like, let's freaking do it, because Cam likes us. Go in, shoot the video. Chance and I bust our asses. We pull out our laptops. We both just start editing like crazy. Send it to Bamal. And and then we just sent it. And it's like, it was kind of uncomfortable to be like, yo, like, this is the mindset I'm going to have. Like, you are going to work with me. I am the best. But that's what you got to have. And so same thing with your comics. You have to tell yourself, like, I need to draw today. Like, you know what I wanted to do? Christopher, you know, Chronicles, you know, Chronoless, you know what I wanted to do instead of draw right now? I want to go play Rainbow Six and die and lose. I want to play Rainbow Six. But I'm like, no, I need to finish these books. You know what I wanted to do besides packaging up 500 books? Like last weekend, I wanted to go like hang out with my family or play video games. I'm like, no, I gotta get this done. And then it's like, okay, and if I want to have the next high, the next book, I gotta put the work out. That's the only way. That's the only way. Fuck everyone else, you know? Is YouTube acting up? Let's see. Massive. It also doesn't help that people will fire up a YouTube, put your comic under a microscope, zoom in and crap all over you for drawing a single strand of hair wrong. People are ruthless online. Oh yeah, dude. Jay's book was 130 pages. I drew it in under 6 months. After that, I got a bit better, and now I'm going back and fixing things on Merkmaid. The page has refreshed itself a few times during the stream for me. That's weird. Frack. Sorry, guys. That's YouTube's fault, not mine. Alright, this page is done. One more page for tonight. We'll do this page. And then you know what I'm gonna do to reward myself? Really? Is it really happening to you guys? Let's just like... Oh yeah, looks like there's a lot of people complaining about YouTube going down today. Doodleize the bar. Can't cancel me. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. Let's see how fast we can get this page done, man. Where can people get Master of the Edge? Dude, I'll answer that for Massive. You guys can get it on Indie Planet. It's the first book up. Like, see this, guys? It's the very first book I've got going on my what's it called? On my right here. This right there. That's Master of the Edge, man. All right, let's do this. But seriously, yeah, everyone's shitting on indie books. But, like, also, like, it's one thing to shit. Like, it's one thing to, like constructively criticize. And then another thing to, like, shit on it. And also shit on it and not even read it. That's another thing. Just to look at it and go, this is shit. You know, there's a lot of discussion right now. Not a lot of discussion, but I've seen it with several creators, indie creators. Like, this is my advice, guys. Like, please take this advice. Because if you don't take this advice, you're going to look like a dork, and you're going to look really bad. The advice is this. If you get a review that you do not like, do not respond to that review by saying, this person is wrong. That is not gonna make you look good at all, no matter what. Because all it's gonna show is that you can't take criticism. And yeah, maybe the person is, maybe you feel like the person is reviewing it in bad faith still, or they're critiquing it and you're like, oh, but they're critiquing it because of this way. Still, like, just all you just gotta do is literally, this is all you have to say and move on, and you will look great. Thanks for the review. Thanks for taking time to read my book, and thank you for taking the time to thank you for taking the time to review it. I'm sorry it wasn't to your liking. But once again, I appreciate, or thank you for the feedback or something like that. Thank them and be done with it. Don't be like, oh, like, well, I guess this book isn't for everyone. No, just say thank you for taking time to read my book, and I appreciate and I appreciate it. That's it. That's it. Because the moment you go on a tirade, you just look like an absolute baby. Just say thank you. And here's the thing: if it's like a review, if it's like a review of your book, and there's, let's say they just absolutely shit on it, then it's not actually a good review. It's just them shitting on it to be a dick. If it's a review and they have like legit constructive criticism, be like, thank you so much for the constructive criticism. Thank you for taking time out of your day to give me some constructive criticism. I appreciate that. But the moment you go on the offensive against the reader, the person who bought your book and then bought the book or just took the time to read it, the moment you go on the offensive, it just looks like all you're saying is, I'm right, you're wrong, and fuck you. And if you're gonna do that to a reader, like, they're not gonna like that. It's just gonna be a bad look on you. I've seen, I saw that happen with what's his face, B.A. Turner. Someone tried constructing the book and he's like, oh, he's giving me my review on a bad faith. It's like, dude, just say thanks for reading my book, taking the time to do it. I'm sorry it wasn't for you, but once again, thank you for reading the book. Or if you're like, thank you for the constructive feedback, really appreciate it. Once again, thank you for reading the book. You don't have to agree with the review, but you can at least thank them, and you look like the bigger person. Go you, Mrs. H, for getting out of the comfort zone doing that con. Here's the key to a con. Never sit down. Never sit down, always be talking. Go you. Carlos, that's great advice. Thank you, man. I'm filled with it. Wait, what you are right and the reader is wrong. I basically don't feed the trolls, which is still surprising that some folks are still falling for that. Well, here's the thing. Some people are legit trolls. Some people will just call someone a troll just because they don't like that the person is constantly disagreeing with them, even if they aren't a troll. Just because you disagree with someone or someone challenges you doesn't make them a troll. Eliza Bar, it's good advice from a century ago. Never get into a fight with someone who buys ink by the barrel. The person who does nothing but make videos is going to win the argument by sheer volume. It's fair. Sketch, sorry, this is why I really don't like Ripa and his fanatics. I bought ISIM and didn't like it. I got a lot of shit for criticizing it and a few awful people in my DMs. I will say this. I actually have a video. I haven't put it out yet. Waiting for the right time, and it's a video called Dear Ripaverse Fans, and it's kind of along those lines, Sketchosaur, where I'm like, hey, listen, I think what Eric July is doing is awesome, and I'm so glad that you guys love the universe that he's creating, but you've got to be quote unquote, you can't be as fanatical. You have to allow points of criticism to be made by people, and it's okay, but you have to allow it. You'll win people over if you're like, hey, I tried it out, this wasn't for me, or I thought these points could have been made better. You can't just be like there are some fans of the Ripaverse, and here's the thing, it's not just Ripaverse. there's fans in CG who do it with there's like the CG apologetics and whatnot. But the reason why I'm pointing out to Rippaverse fans is because I know that I wanna believe that they're quote unquote better than the hardcore CG fans. So I want to be like, yo guys, not like seriously, like if you want to show that you are better, stop doing what you're doing. And now I'm going to end up on an EVS stream. And now I'm going to end up on an EVS stream saying this. Because he's watching. He sees you when you're sleeping. He sees you when you're working. He knows that he is not. Bar, hey, getting on one of those streams makes you famous, I guess. Only if EVS is in his right mind. Oh, shit. Alright, this is it. The last part. We can do this. And I am gonna go freaking play Rainbow Six for like an hour. And then lose every freaking game I play. And then go to bed. And then I've got a massive sales pitch tomorrow. Massive. I'm talking, if I can win this guy over. This guy would be worth, this guy and his company would be like a $10,000 a month client. So hopefully I can win him over so that he works with my marketing agency. I have a pretty good offer. I've gone back and forth with him so many times. So tomorrow is gonna be kind of like a put up or shut up type of thing. Like we doing this. We've been dancing for kind of a long time now. You either see the value or you don't. Hey, thanks, Eric. I hope I get it too, man. EVS focusing on you is hella weird. I think it's because you openly are good friends with Tim and they had a very ugly fallout. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what EVS's problem is with me because, like, I'm like, oh, today I'm gonna just attack EVS. I'll make videos about him. I'll bring him up briefly on a live stream, like, right now. Maybe he doesn't like that. Maybe he doesn't like my background. Maybe my background intimidates him or pisses him off. I don't know. Like on his Twitter today, he I guess he screenshotted one of my tweets. I did tweet about him recently, about him like relettering his books. I did tweet about that because I was like, this is hilarious. But he's like, oh, Tyler's part of like the no fun club. I'm like, what are you talking about? I've never not funded. Yeah, maybe he doesn't like the fact that I talk with Tim Lim. Maybe. EVS hates the silly goose time thing. That's fair. That's fair. Is this dude playing hard to get with, Tyler? Hard to get with you? maybe name the potential client. We can give him calls to support you. Oh, please don't. That would not work. There can only be one human sunbeam, Tyler, and he doesn't want your competition. You're my competition. I am no competition to EVS, man. He is leagues above me. EVS can't handle people who see as beneath him criticizing him. I think, yeah, I mean, I think he doesn't like, yeah, that's probably part of it. He probably just, you know, thinks, you know, you should automatically respect me because I was a big shot at DC and I know everything. And it's like, well, welcome to the indie space where we're all on equal playing ground, essentially, and there are no rules, there are no gatekeepers, and you've just got to really, this is what I did. It's not what I wanted to do. And all you've got, the only thing that's important in this indie world is your word and your ability to fulfill for the customer. And if you feel, if me saying, oh, I'm fulfilling on time or doing my best as a person with a full-time job and, you know, raising 2 young kids and whatnot, if hearing that and seeing boxes behind me offends you, like, oh, well, if like that offends you, like that's a you problem. Like that, like if that offends you or makes you feel threatened, then that's a reflection on you. I'm just putting a mirror on it. Like, for all, like, EVS should be like a better businessman. He should 100% be a better businessman than most everyone in the indie scene, but he's not. He chooses not to be. Okay, we're done. We're done for the night. You guys want to see the... Let me see if I have it. I'll show you guys the covers for my Sexy Witch Academia 3. The book that should have been on pre-launch by now, but I'm fighting with Kickstarter. Forewarned, there is nitite. So this is the main cover right here. Main cover, cover A. Nitty version. Trying to figure out what to do with this. This version. I actually, I think I'm gonna switch this out with a different cover. I don't. The artist didn't do what I thought they were gonna do. We got this one. You have this, another. Oh. Yeah, man. Kickstarter is. I'm fighting with Kickstarter, man. Luckily, I talked with a very big Kickstarter creator. I was like, "Yo, dude, can you help me out?" And he gave me someone's email, so I should hopefully have this fixed by tomorrow. But yeah, I want to pre-launch this campaign, man. We'll get this sorted. But yeah, this is the. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch this out. Like this is the other one I got. Let's see. Copy image. we'll just put the logo and shit behind it. I don't know, which one should I do, guys? Like, which one do you guys like better? Should we do... Here, let me put them both up. Do we like the magic one or the booty one? That one should... Like, what... No, the back covers of my books are always this. It's like my one way to, like, advertise myself. Yeah, like, what should, like... Should we have this one or the magical one? Alright, Sketchstar says the magical one. Eric says the cake. I was thinking the cake, too. The only reason why I was thinking the cake is... The only one is, like, okay, now I've got, like, a bunch of cake. But then I'm like, maybe I have too much cake. And we should have, like, some magic in here. Like, I don't have a lot of magic ones. Like, these two are the really only magic ones. Like, this cake, magic, cake, you know? I mean, here's the thing. Whatever doesn't get used is just going to go on the next one. I have 4 sexy covers, so it's like I can do something cooler, you know? Also, the problem with this one is I have no place to put the logo. 0 places to put the logo. So, I'm like, I don't know where I can put the logo. So my only other, so I was like, if I never use this for a cover, then maybe I just use this as a free print that comes with every order. Virgin variant, yeah. Is having 2 virgin variants though, like, they're not even a variant, they're just virgin covers, because they're not a variant of anything. Like, there's no logo on this one. Like I was thinking of putting the logo right here at the bottom, but I don't like that. Like, is this, if it's like right there, is that too small? Is that fine? I can do that. Yeah, I need those Dynamite 22 variant covers, man. But yeah, like, I don't know, guys. Here, this is what I'll do. There's 15 people here. I've never done one of these. Let's do poll. Booty or magic? Start poll. So we've got right here, booty or magic. My sexy cake, indeed. Do I vote for my own one? I went against my feelings and voted with my head. I feel dirty. I mean, the magic's winning. It's only 7 votes. Yeah, like, I don't know. And the thing is, like, dude, I paid some good money for this. I paid some money for this left one, and I was kind of like, it's good. But, like, I like this magical a lot. Oh shoot, the booty's going up. I think the magic one looks awesome, but I agree with your artist. If it's called My Sexy Witch, then maybe you gotta use a sexy cover, but ultimately your call. I know, but do I already have enough? Massive, do I already have enough sexy covers? Like, I've got 1, 2 sexy covers right there, and then 3, 4 right there. So I mean, do we have enough? Like, do we already have enough? Oh, that's true, I could do that. That's a good point, Sketchstar. Ask the backers. More sexy covers isn't bad. That's also fair. Like I said, guys, worst case scenario, like, I'm never not gonna use one of the covers. So, like, if I go with whichever one I don't use, I'm using for My Sexy Witch Academia 4. You know? So it's not like I'm never gonna not use one of these. See, this is what I gotta do with what's his bucket, Eliza Barra saying. Just like, we're gonna make a red version and a purple version, the blue version, the green version for Wicked, and then the yellow version, and then you can get all the variants, get all the versions. Not gonna lie though, the art style in the sexy choice is a lot more polished. I mean, I don't know, this is pretty polished. Like, they're very different styles, you know? I should probably, like, make sure that this isn't available. I'm sorry, Frick. Dude, it's almost 50-50 with this poll, damn. It's only like 11 votes, but still. Alright guys, well, I don't know if we'll never know. We'll never know. Alright, we're gonna end this poll so we can get this off the freaking screen, man. This is perfect timing because Anime just sent me a Discord message saying that my newest YouTube video is done editing. So yeah, man, it was basically 50-50. I mean, yeah, Magic won by 1 vote, but still. All right, we'll figure it out. I mean, at the end of the day, I gotta hope that Kickstarter will play ball with me. So I'm gonna send Kickstarter a message right now. So have fun gaming. Thank you so much. Magic plus booty equals cakes of supremacy. There we go. Yeah, who knows? We'll figure something out. But pinged you on Twitter with your next comic book cover. Oh man, hold on. There we go. I'm gonna retweet this. Repost. Sorry, Elon. All right, you guys have a good freaking night. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So it's always a tradition. We find a good song to end on. So let's find a good song to end this shit on. What is this? Oh. Okay. Alright. Is this slapping? Thanks, Mrs. H. You have a great night. Oh, you know, we'll figure out the Kickstarter thing. Gosh, guys, I gotta lose weight. These workouts, you know, maybe instead of playing video games, we'll work out for like 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes. Maybe I'll do that. Alright, hit those kettlebells. Alright, when this beat drops, we are gonna turn the